The hidden reasons people like you but keep their distance. There's something uniquely captivating about being someone who others like but never truly get close to. Perhaps you're that person who people enjoy being around, but you feel that something's missing in your relationships. On the surface, everything seems perfect. You're likable, approachable, and pleasant to be around. However, when it comes to emotional connection, something just doesn't click. If you've ever felt like people seem to enjoy your company but never seem to get emotionally close to you, this article will explore why that might be happening. By delving into these reasons and offering deeper insights, we'll discuss ways you can foster more meaningful, authentic relationships and let people see the real you. 1. You have boundaries that are difficult to cross. Boundaries are an essential part of maintaining our mental and emotional health. However, for some, the boundaries they set up may unintentionally make it difficult for others to penetrate the outer layers of their lives. You might be someone who values your privacy and independence, and, as such, you don't allow others to get too close. While this is a healthy trait, there's a fine line between healthy boundaries and emotional walls. Sometimes, people are hesitant to get closer because they feel like there's an invisible barrier that separates them from truly knowing you. Deeper insight: your boundaries are essential for self-protection, but they shouldn't be so rigid that they discourage intimacy. Reflect on whether you're keeping people out of your life, even if unintentionally, by setting overly strict limits. Try to find a balance between protecting your space and allowing others to connect with the deeper parts of who you are. Start small, share something personal, even if it's just a small, relatable experience. This will signal to others that they're welcome to be part of your world. 2. You have high standards for emotional intimacy. People who maintain strong emotional intelligence often have high standards when it comes to emotional connection. You know what you want from a relationship, and it's likely that you won't settle for anything less than deep, meaningful conversations. While this is a positive trait, it may also make it hard for others to get close. They may like being around you but feel they're not equipped to meet your emotional standards. This could lead them to shy away from creating a more intimate bond with you. Deeper insight: recognize that emotional intimacy is not something that happens immediately. It takes time to build trust, and often, people are not aware of the high expectations you might have for them in terms of emotional availability. Rather than expecting instant connection, allow for a gradual deepening of your relationships. Trust will develop over time, and that's when you'll find people becoming more comfortable with sharing vulnerable aspects of themselves with you. 3. You're a great listener, but not a sharer. One of the most admirable traits in any relationship is the ability to listen attentively, offering empathy and thoughtful advice. However, if you're the kind of person who listens to others' problems and offers solutions, but rarely share your own experiences or feelings, it can create a dynamic where you're seen as an emotional support figure rather than an equal partner. People may enjoy being around you because they feel heard, but they may not be able to truly know you if you're not reciprocating by sharing your own vulnerabilities. Deeper insight: true connection in relationships requires mutual vulnerability. When you're constantly in the role of the listener and advisor, you can unintentionally create an imbalance. People may feel that they're not allowed to truly know you. Opening up, even about small aspects of your own life, will create a reciprocal sense of trust and openness. Start by sharing something small and personal, a funny story, a challenge you're working through, or an emotion you've experienced recently. These moments help humanize you in the eyes of others. 4. You maintain a controlled, composed persona. On the outside, you may come across as calm, collected, and composed, someone who rarely shows signs of stress or emotional turmoil. While this often garners respect and admiration, it can also create emotional distance. People may see you as a rock, but they might feel as though they can't get too close, as they may perceive you as invulnerable or too perfect. While composure is often a sign of emotional maturity, it can also cause others to feel like they don't have access to your true self. They see the surface level of you but don't know what lies beneath. Deeper insight: showing your vulnerability isn't a sign of weakness, it's an invitation for others to connect with you on a deeper level. When you share moments of struggle, fear, or doubt, it humanizes you in the eyes of others and encourages them to be open with you as well. You don't need to reveal everything, but small glimpses into your emotional world can make a world of difference. The next time you're feeling overwhelmed or unsure, allow others to see that side of you. It will invite them to be more open with you too. 5. You're independent to a fault. Being fiercely independent is often seen as a strength, and for good reason. You don't rely on others for validation, support, or emotional fulfillment. However, there's a downside to this. When you're too self-sufficient, people can feel as though you don't need them, and that can discourage them from getting closer to you. After all, If someone doesn't need them, why would they invest emotionally in the relationship? Deeper insight. While independence is important, relationships are built on mutual support and emotional sharing. Don't be afraid to lean on others when you need help. By doing so, you allow them to feel needed and involved in your life. Whether it's asking for advice or simply sharing how you're feeling, these moments of vulnerability can strengthen your connections. Remember, it's okay to ask for help and show that you're human too. 6. You value your alone time. Alone time is critical for recharging, self-reflection, and personal growth. For many, it's necessary to maintain mental health and emotional well-being. But when alone time becomes too much of a priority, you may inadvertently create distance between yourself and others. People who value solitude may sometimes withdraw too much, leaving others unsure of how to approach them. Deeper insight. The key is finding balance. While it's important to have alone time to recharge, it's equally important to engage with others. Scheduling regular hangouts or check-ins with close friends and loved ones ensures that people know you value their company. Start by finding ways to combine solitude and connection, such as inviting a friend to join you for a walk or to relax with you at home. These low-pressure settings allow people to connect with you without intruding on your space. 7. You come across as unavailable or detached. There's a subtle art to balance your emotional presence without overwhelming others. People who are liked but never fully known sometimes display a certain detachment, a cool demeanor that may be misinterpreted as disinterest or unavailability. While you may be emotionally available when asked, your body language and conversational style may convey the opposite. Deeper insight. If you want others to feel closer to you, start by offering more of your warmth through small gestures. Simple acts like smiling, making eye contact, or offering supportive words can signal your emotional availability. People need to feel like they can access you emotionally, and those small signals of warmth can make a huge difference. 8. You're not the first to reach out. Sometimes we wait for others to make the first move in relationships. You might not initiate plans, reach out to check in, or take the lead when it comes to deepening connections. While this doesn't mean you don't care, it can give the impression that you're distant or too busy to invest in others. Deeper insight. If you want to forge deeper connections, take the first step. Send a text, suggest a get-together, or just check in with a simple, "How have you been?" The act of initiating shows that you care, and it can be the catalyst for deeper, more fulfilling relationships. Taking the initiative to connect can shift the dynamics from surface level to something much more meaningful. Final thoughts. Breaking the barrier to deeper connection. Being a likable person is undoubtedly a great trait, but it doesn't always equate to forming deep, lasting connections. If you recognize yourself in some of the signs listed above, know that it's possible to bridge the emotional distance and invite others to get closer to you. By softening some of your boundaries, embracing vulnerability, and offering warmth and openness, you can begin to foster deeper connections. The key lies in balance, balancing your need for personal space with your desire for meaningful relationships. When you allow yourself to be seen, you invite others to see you too. Remember, you don't have to sacrifice your independence or emotional boundaries to build genuine relationships. It's all about creating space for others to see the real you, flaws, strengths, and all.